So the war is finally over, and it's no surprise that our main Pyro man, bro, Pi1 and... Oh my god. Oh my god!
One shudders to imagine what inhuman thoughts lie behind that mask. One dreams of chronic and sustained cruelty.
Hey guys, it's Ihasnotomato here, bringing you a quickish video today just to discuss today's blog post and the upcoming Pyro update. So to catch anyone up who's been living under a rock for the past month or so, during the Meet You a Match update, a war was started between the Pyro and Heavy that would determine who would get the next major update. Players would go in game and pick a side, and any points you accumulated over the period would count towards your team's final points. Now the war is over and Pyro has won by a considerable amount. But this is no coincidence, as it seems a lot of people have had a good reason to vote for Pyro thanks to some fantastic TF2 YouTubers and the top Pyro competitors in the world. To put it simply, the Pyro is broken and has been for what I can imagine to be a long time, if not being present since launch day. I'm going to quickly cover exactly why this is, but I want to premise this by saying I am by no means the person to come for a detailed analysis on this topic. For that, I recommend the Whistling Pyros videos or Uncle Dane's video on the subject that go into extra detail. Essentially, the problem lies in the Pyro's flamethrower, where it has basically been shooting out more lies than flames for quite a while now. Other than the flames straight out lying to you in terms of hit detection, in many circumstances the flame's reach can also be determined by your latency, often resulting in some total bullshit hit detection. Not to mention air blasting, which honestly has baffling detection when looked at closely, and even doing things that were certainly not programmed into the game. One such instance is, if you're standing directly behind a soldier, you are able to reflect a rocket back into them somehow. I actually managed to achieve this in game and put it in my reflection montage video. Now I want to make it very clear right now that despite being a Pyro main for many years, I too agree that these things are total bullshit and need to be fixed. However, for a long time, I wasn't even aware of them. This is why I think the community has suddenly become so vocal about this, as the war has given them a chance to be heard. And it seems to have worked. Now I'll admit, after seeing these posts and stuff, I was hopeful that Valve would see them and do something about them as much as anyone else, but I actually had a very strong doubt in my mind that Valve would even notice them. Other than Valve's less than stellar communication with the community, I felt as though the community had misinterpreted the post a bit. As it seems to me that Valve would be focusing more on updating the Pyro in terms of weapon additions and balances rather than reworking the Pyro's core mechanics such as these. Not to mention, if these problems have existed for as long as I suspected, then you would think Valve would have addressed them long ago. But despite everything, if you click on one of the links on the blog post about the war's end, it, to my surprise, sends the viewers to a page that was created by the community detailing the troubles of the Pyro. Now this to me is absolutely amazing news. Not only have Valve seen the fans' cries, but have even acknowledged them as well. And it seems now there is a strong possibility that Valve will indeed be looking into these issues for the next major update. Unfortunately though, the blog post does not specify any time period that this update may come out, but at least we know that Valve seems to finally be communicating with us again, to an extent at least. But yeah, what do you guys think about this? Are you excited or maybe even scared that the Pyro might change a fair bit? Honestly, I found myself wondering if I'm going to have to completely relearn the Pyro after this update, as I might actually be relying on some of these broken mechanics more than I suspect. But anyway, I have been Ihasnotomato, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.